Hello, everyone. News Channel 3 Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson here. A bit tardy on this hump day on this Wednesday evening, so I know that I'm a little late here. I got 9:27 on the clock. So I hope you can hang with me here for a little bit on our Facebook Live and our YouTube Live on the News Channel 3 Facebook and YouTube channels. So you see what we've got going on here. Of course, it's been quite a mess. I posted on my Facebook page, on my Instagram page, tweeted it out as well as Threads. You know, I have an inch of snow in my backyard on my picnic table that in the winter I call my snow table. And I thought, of course I know better, that we were closer to using the picnic table in the backyard as a picnic table than we were to be using it again as a snow table. But of course, this is West Michigan. By the way, I'm a little chilly here in the digital studio. That's why I'm wearing this jacket. So anyway, you see what we have here. That wintry mess is going to continue overnight. As folks get into the room here, we'll go over the agenda for tonight. Martha, thanks for hanging with me here and for being here at such a late Facebook Live and YouTube Live hour here. I was hanging around, though, to get some pictures of the snow and also to measure an inch of snow on the picnic table that I have, snow table, whatever you want to call it, in the backyard. Look, it's obviously not out of the question. I really wouldn't even call it uncommon. In fact, it's not uncommon for us to have snow in April, but it's always a shocker. It's always a surprise. And as I said in my Facebook post, my tweet, my Instagram and Threads, it's one thing to acknowledge that we can get snow at this time of year in April, the second week of April, because we know we can, but it's just quite another when it happens. It's like, really? Yeah. Jeanette, hello to you. Snowing in Coldwater. Thanks for that report. Let's get right to it. A cloudy, cold Thursday. This wintry mess is going to continue overnight. I don't anticipate, I tell you what, there's some slush out there on the roads. There's some slush out there. So even though the temperatures are above freezing for the most part, I don't think that we're going to be having any icing problems, but it's slushy. So keep that in mind. Tyra, hello to you. I'm doing great. I hope you are too. But tomorrow morning, I think that, we should be all right for the morning commute. And by the way, as I'll show you in a moment, this wintry mess is going to be coming to an end, I think, by the time the sun comes up or shortly after. Hello to you, Jackson Ryan. Always good to see you here. When is it going to stop? By sunrise or shortly after, I think. And then we just have a cloudy and cold, a little bit damp Thursday on the way. Then warmer for the weekend, and we say, welcome back, sun. Let's talk about it here. Let's get to our bus stop forecast here first. Let me see if I can pick the right button here. I did. Snowy West Portage. You got 2 inches on your deck table there. Oh, from 2016. I got you. Like I said, it happens. It happens, but it's always disappointing when it does. So off to school with maybe a few sprinkles and flurries, but the bulk of the precip, like what's coming down right now, will be winding down. Will be coming to an end, I think, before the bus runs tomorrow morning. But it will be cloudy. It will be chilly. Temperatures just above or right at about freezing. Fortunately, not too much wind will be going on. I don't think we're going to see a lot of wind. So, maybe a wind chill in the upper 20s, but that's about it. Now, heading home, that precip's gone. We've dried out. It will still be mostly cloudy, mainly cloudy. And that 45 degrees, by the way, will be a little warmer than what we had yesterday, Tuesday, which will be warmer than what we had on Monday. So that trend is going to be our friend. And as I'll show you in a moment, it's going to continue to move up. Carol, hello to you in Sturgis. I hope you have a restful night as well. All right, let's get right to it. Here's the radar, and there you see it. Of course, the blue is that snow with a little rain mixed in. The green is the rain, but there's a little bit of snow mixed in with the rain. So maybe it's like the blue is snow/rain, and the green is rain/snow. Either way, it's a wintry mess. But look at the back edge of it. You can see it right there on the radar. The back edge of this, I'll scoot this out just a bit, is now moving out of Wisconsin and out over the lake. Still a few sprinkles, still a little bit of a chilly rain perhaps to the west of this area, but this storm that's bringing us this wintry mess will be moving eastward here. It will be crossing our bow, let's say, overnight, and by tomorrow morning, as a result, I think that we're going to be saying, see ya, and it's going to be moving out, as I'll show you in the hour by hour that's coming up. I did have a great day, Keith and Melissa. I hope you did too. Thank you so much. Good evening to you. I was able, as I posted there on my social pages, to put in a little bit of time in Kalamazoo Loaves and Fishes for the News Channel 3 day of service. I got to tell you, when I do that, I'm guilty. I feel guilty that I don't do more of that. Such good work that's going on there that staffed a lot by volunteers. So anyway, I encourage you, and I'm going to, I know, when you point a finger, what your mom always told you, or my mom did anyway, you got three that are pointing right back at you. It's just a good thing to try to get out and help every now and then to keep some of these agencies going. I am cold. That's why I have the jacket on. Yeah, not necessarily because it's cold outside, but it's cold outside too. Laura, thank you for being here. I will be safe. Thank you very much, Keith and Melissa. Jesse, hello to you in the Berg. Fern, hello. And Lawrence. All right, let's move past our radar here and see what's coming next. Okay. Our forecast model doing what we call initializing very well, meaning it seems to have a good grip, a good grasp on what's happening right now. So at 11 o'clock, it is showing the back edge of that precipitation moving across the lake. And we've already documented that on the radar here at 9:32, that it is indeed starting to move across the lake. So I think the hour by hour has a good handle on this. We start off at 11, going to roll it through all the way to 7 a.m. And I want you to watch this rain-snow mix move out with those temperatures in the mid-30s. There it goes. See you later. That's why I say by 7 a.m., I think we'll be, I don't think we're going to be dry. We'll still have some messy roads out there, some wetness on the roads, and maybe even a sprinkle still coming down. I wouldn't be surprised if we still have a mist or a little bit of a sprinkle. But the trend as we go through the day will be for this precip to continue to dry out. So let's run it between 7 a.m. and noon here. We stop it at noon. And notice skies are just mainly cloudy, temperature upper 30s to around 40 degrees, a bit of a dreary and disappointingly cold day tomorrow. I got mid-40s for tomorrow. This hour-by-hour iteration here only has us in the low 40s. It's just going to be, like I said, disappointingly chilly. At a time when we should have a high temperature around 56-ish or so, we're going to be far, far shy of that mark for sure. Shannon, I am having a great evening. I hope you are as well. Ryan, not a storm. Let me see. I'm not sure, Ryan, what you're saying there. Maybe give that one, read that one, edit it, and send it back to me. Dale, hello to you from a snowy Pawpaw. Thank you so much for checking in. Snowy all around, right? Elisa, hello to you in Decatur. Going to be cold in the morning. Oh, you're doing the crossing guard. Well, I will tell you this. I'm not going to say that this is the last time this is going to happen because we are still, come on, we are toward the end of our winter road, but we're too far north on the globe to say that we can just count it out. I'm going to look ahead, right, in the longer range model, medium range model here, just to see if there's some encouraging news here. Well, no, not really. Not really. I will say this. This is what, the 9th? Our model here is showing, again, this is 7, 8, 9 days out. And certainly when I go past 7, I'm not really all that confident in it. But it does look like we have, if this stays the course, we have another pretty chilly spell of weather that's going to be coming in about a week. But let me tell you what's working in our favor whenever we look at this cold snap, this cold stuff that's coming in right now. Remember, the mid-April sunshine is higher in the sky, and the day is much longer than even just a month ago. The sun is much higher in the sky. The day is much longer than it was a month ago. And that means it really and truly is more difficult for that cold air to come in here and to be entrenched. So we will keep that positive spirit going. Chris, hello to you in the AC. In the OC, I'm thinking about I'm cold. Hello to you in the OC. You're not. Oh, that's right. I don't think you got very much there in Ottawa County, Chris. But I know I got an inch on the picnic table. I was about to leave, and I saw that stuff out there on the table. I'm like, I got to put a ruler in it. And sure enough, that thing dropped down and gave me about an inch. Jerry, hello to you. Stay as warm as possible. I'm into that, and that's why the coat a little chilly. Steve, hello to you in Martin. A bit of a dusting there in Martin. It was a little bit heavier, I think, closer to I-94 than, say, points north of I-94. Linda, thanks for the thanks. Karen, hello to you from Vicksburg. Got over an inch. Remember, if you can drop a ruler in there and send it to me, appreciate it very much. Carla, the grass is covered in Marshall. Thanks for that report. Maritza, might take the day off tomorrow. Need to recharge. I hear you. I am actually off tomorrow. And so I will do some recharging for you, Maritza, if you can't get it done. Backing off finally. Elisa, I think that snow indicator will come to an end here pretty soon. Hello, Battle Creek. Pam, hello to you. for your birthday last Thursday. Isn't it crazy, though, how we can have some really nice weather this time of year? I was reflecting on last year, yesterday, 366 days ago, for the eclipse coverage that we had. Of course, Will went down to Indianapolis. I went to Bluffton, Indiana, so that we could be in totality. But even here, it was mild. In fact, the temperature in Bluffton, where I was in the upper 70s with some sun. It was beautiful. And even here, we were in the low 70s. Today, not even close. So it just depends. This is the time of year where just about anything can happen. Hello, Helen, to you, and Marshall and Carol. Hello to you, Timmy. Battle Creek, looking cold, not what I want. Your joints probably hurting, right? The goats say hello, Jesse. Hello to the goats. You can ask them tomorrow, how they took that snow. Coopersville, but mainly cold rain. Yeah, there in the OC, yeah. Yeah, not as much of the snow as what we're getting close to I-94. Hello to you, Michelle and Pawpaw and Donna in Bangor. Thanks for checking in. Well, our temperatures right now, a little colder than I thought, to be honest with you, right at that freezing mark. South Haven, Kalamazoo, Hastings, Coldwater, Dowagiac, otherwise a little bit above that. GR at 33, Battle Creek at 34. But I don't think that we're going to be getting that much colder. I think that we pretty much hit the floor here. And so there you see in our 7-day forecast, that rain-snow mix, that 80% chance, that's going to be overnight through about daybreak. I do think, like I showed you on the hour by hour, once we get past dawn tomorrow, we're going to stay cloudy. We could see some sprinkles and flurries, but the bulk of that precipitation, I think, moves out by about sunrise or so. So the morning commute tomorrow, I don't think is going to be problematic. Overnight commuting could be extra slushy, especially south of I-96, where I think there's been a little bit more of that rain and snow. Sharon, thanks for that report in Hamilton. It makes sense. It tracks, as they say, because the precip is mainly south as opposed to north. Thanks for that report, Sharon. Appreciate it very much. Donna, hello to you in Bangor. Yeah, Joanne, I just felt like winter was feeling left out, so I invited it back. No, I did not. Yay, it's snowing, said no one in West Michigan in April. Sean in Denver, thanks for checking in from the Mile High City there. Ryan, thunderstorms are better than snow. I don't know about that one. The yard is white again. Joanne, Donna, your chickens don't like this weather. I bet not. But look at this. You want a reason to hope? You want a silver lining on the cloud that's over us right now and will be over us tomorrow? Skies start to clear tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, Friday. We have sunshine. Plenty of sun on Saturday and some sun on Sunday. And look at those temps. Up, up, up. And Monday, we might see a shower or two, but it's still going to get warmer. 68. We'll get a little bit colder for next week. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Let me see what other news I can conjure up here from our mid-range. Like I said, it looks to me like about 7, 8, 9 days out, we're in for another cold shot. Doesn't mean it's going to be like this with snow and rain and stuff, but I do think we have some more cold air. Hey, by the way, I know this is the time of year, maybe not, this is a little early, but in another week or two, I'm going to start hearing from the folks who want to put those tender plants in the ground, the things that are already budding, and I get it, dying to get spring going. But remember, what you put in the ground, I would say through the second weekend of May, that's just me, maybe even third, you might have to cover up, because we just don't get away from that. Our 50-50 freeze date's not until, I believe, about the second week of May. I'll have to check on that. But in other words, it's a long way out. And so with that said, we do have at least one more cold spell coming, and it looks like it's going to be here, if this model is correct, 15th. So that's next Wednesday or so, Tuesday, Wednesday. In fact, you see that Wednesday morning low of 30. But the cold air that I read here on forecast models looking forward, again, it's sort of counterbalanced by those longer days in mid-April and the sun higher in the sky. So we're going to win this battle. But Old Man Winter is going to take us for the full 15 rounds. But we're going to win the battle. That's the way I look at it anyway. Yeah, Jesse, it's going to melt pretty fast, I think, tomorrow. Whatever's out there, it's going to melt pretty fast. All right, everybody, that's it. I'm going to check on out of here. I got 9:41 on the clock. 19 minutes. I'll be live at 10 on ARC West Michigan, live at 11 on the Mothership News Channel 3. Don't forget, you can get weather updates on Facebook, on our YouTube channel as well. Jeff Porter's going to be here in the morning, 4:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. with live reports, must-see TV with that radar for sure, and the back edge of the preset moving in. He'll be timing that out for you. He's got you again at noon. Daddy Will is here at 5:30, and 6 tomorrow. He's in for me. Don't forget, I am on Facebook, WWMT's Keith Thompson, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, and YouTube at Weatherman Keith. Give me a like, give me a follow there. Also, Jeff, Will, and Colin are all over our social media as well. Hey, don't forget WWMT.com/weather. Have I pushed enough stuff yet? Have I hawked enough stuff yet? No, I have not. Because don't forget our weather app. It's free. This is a fine time to download it and check it out. Give it a test run. And if you don't like it, all you got to do is delete it. It doesn't cost you a dime. Okay, everybody, thanks again for sticking around with me here tonight. Hey, don't forget, well, not that you'd forget it. We're on the backside of Hump Day. We're aiming for the weekend. Thursday, Friday, 2 good work days, and then we're off for another weekend for those Monday through Friday-ers. Anyway. All right, everybody, thanks again for being here. I appreciate it. Really appreciate you very much for coming in here and for saying hello. And even if you're just here, even if you don't speak, I see the numbers, and I appreciate it very much. Thanks for the thanks, Laura. And Martha, good night to you. Oh, Chris, I wouldn't put a lot of money on Winter right now. Winter might land another punch or two, but old man Winter is about to go. He's about to get the closing shot. The buds are coming out of the trees. Yeah, Dan, good evening to you. By the way, I hope this cold and snow and stuff like that, I hope the tulips are going to be okay. Remember, we're about 3.5 weeks away from tulip time beginning. Martha, thank you very much. I will enjoy my day off. Have a good white night with the snow. Elise, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good night. Chris, thank you very much for that. Ron, later. Appreciate it very much. All right, everybody, I got to skate. So if I don't see you tonight on the tube, I'll catch up with you again soon. In the meantime, get some good rest. Please be safe. Have a good night.